Live from the venerable grounds of Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes outcomes of games, Singy.
It's been incredible to watch, Boog. And once the starters hand over the ball, it's been practically game over for the opposition. That bullpen will likely play a major role in this one today, too.
First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. Our starting pitcher in this one, Garrett Crochet. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone. One's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
And there's one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boog. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. On the ground. And it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. In the air, left field, down the line. And that is a foul ball. Now he steps off to reset. To third. Slings it across, and Bichette is retired.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Toronto nothing. Sox coming to bat. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Our starter in this one, Kevin Gausman. What do we have on him?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all the stuff into this one.
Bottom of the first, and stepping in is the speedy Jarren Duran. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball. That one misses, and it's 3-0.
3 balls, no strikes.
That one misses,
Ball 4, that
so a
pitch is low.
leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Right fielder.
So stepping in for Boston, Abreu. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Duran gets his lead at first with nobody out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
That's a ball.
There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job of controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Abreu tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And no swing, says Joe McDonald. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 1 out.
Well, Gausman is well known for that splitter. It's just a major weapon for him and generates a ton of swings and misses when he's throwing it well. Good example of it there, and I'm willing to bet we'll see a lot more of it moving forward in this one.
Rafael Devers stands in now and watches strike 1. 1 out and a runner at second. It's in and out of his glove, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag, and Devers is set down. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Alex Bregman.
Well, right in the middle of this lineup, and that's exactly where he belongs. I mean, he's there for a reason, Boog. This guy, they know they can rely on him, and he's a force, a presence there that, you know, puts a little trepidation in that opposing pitcher. We'll see what kind of impact he has in this one.
And a foul ball. Two outs.
Ball 1.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Outside low, 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And that one is lifted in the air. Santander has this one sized up, squeezes it, and that is that. One left for the Red Sox, scoreless after 1. Back here at Fenway, new inning getting started. Stepping in the long ball threat, Anthony Santander. he's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Crochet back to work. And there's a ball.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Over the monster and onto Lansdowne Street. Home run. He made him pay for that one. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Abreu makes the catch. One away.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And the 0-1. And the sweeper is off the plate. And a foul ball. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center, and we'll take a break. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0.
I got my bands up, 20s, 50s, 100s in my hand. VIP, I'm coolin' like a fan. I ain't here for problems, not again. No, not again. I ain't trying to stop the
back now at Fenway. And the batter will be the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Shortstop, Trevor Story.
Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And there's a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. That one's
One ball,
upstairs, ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting sixth, catcher, Blake Sable.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Blake Sable. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
1-2 here.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air, right field. And George makes the grab.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
David Hamilton.
Now it's the second baseman, David Hamilton. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. And takes low for ball 1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Pitch misses. And now 3-0. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one finds the zone. And now 3-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Story on the move. Got him swinging. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
Trying to make something happen there on offense, but that's the risk you run. Awesome. Strike him out, throw him out. Double play to end the inning.
Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. In the air, center field. Anthony under it. Makes the catch. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Davis
Now it's the
Schneider.
DH, Davis Schneider. Crochet, a lefty who lights up the radar gun. 25 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
1 out, bases empty. Right side, hard hit. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Here's Andres Jimenez. He popped out his first time. That one pushed to the left and foul. Two down, nobody on.
Ball. That's inside.
Gonna count 1 and 2. 2 outs, base is empty.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count. And that's outside. And that skips in the dirt. We'll see another payoff pitch. 2 outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. To the right side, Hamilton whips it to first. That's the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
First baseman Connor Wong.
Part of a champ, and I know that my legacy about to begin. In love with the pressure, I can't wait to see what they say in the end. Give 110. I'm on a roll like a ball of flames. Critics be talking like Charlemagne. I went berserk in my hardest game. Grinding till I'm in the Hall of Fame.
Ground ball left side. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, center fielder Roman.
And here's the rookie center fielder, Roman Anthony. And that's
Ball
in the
1,
dirt.
no strikes.
And that one is inside.
Ball 2.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Hit in the air out to center field. Varsho moving under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting left fielder Jaron
So the lineup
Duran.
flips over. Jaron Duran up next for the Red Sox. Walked his first time. Oh, he
Nope,
doesn't
that's
get
a
the
ball.
call. 1-0. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This guy's got
1-1.
such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Ball,
Next
that's
offering
down.
is downstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0.
I was never a gentleman. I was raised in a trap. Let you spend all this money tomorrow. I made it back. If she told me don't leave, I told
Back
her
here in
Leading
Boston
off for
as
the
we
Blue
go to the
Jays.
top of the 4th.
Shortstop,
And now for the
Bo
Jays,
Bichette.
Bo Bichette. First
Ball.
pitch misses. Kicks and deals. In the air, right side. That gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits
Up
will
next
always make you
for the Blue
smile.
Jays,
Flared it
first
out there and
baseman,
got it to drop for the
Vladimir
base hit.
Guerrero
I think he got it off
Jr.
the handle just a little bit, but the bat held up for him enough to get something behind that swing.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1. Bichette goes. That one fouled off. Foul ball there. Bichette aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Anthony Santander at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And that one hammered out towards left field. That one back there, and it is gone way over the monster. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 4-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Dalton Varsho, the next to hit. Check swing called strike. And that is strike one.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Crochet ready to fire now.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. And that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Ball one.
Close one doesn't get the call. Now 1-2. Got him swinging.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, that's good composure right there. Found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Ball one there. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Falling behind inside. 2-1.
Ball 3.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, right fielder, George Springer.
2 on, 1 out. And next for Toronto, George Springer. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Fought off foul. Varsho, the lead runner at second. Kirk at first. 1 gone. Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. Outside
ball
low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Oh, and it hits the base.
Puts a run on the board and picks
Now
up an
batting,
RBI. Just
designated
found a way to
hitter,
slap that
Davis
ball down the third
Schneider.
baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
First and second, 1 out. Davis Schneider will hit next. And that's
No,
off
inside.
the inside edge. And that is ball 1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 ball,
Well, they've been able to
2
score
strikes.
4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Back to the top of the lineup, Andres
Now batting,
Jimenez.
second
Next up for the
baseman,
Blue Jays.
Andres Jimenez.
And that's in there for strike 1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Up the middle, and that squirts through. Coming home, the throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs and a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Some things we shoot. Oh, cool hat trick. Watch me backspin off the atlas. Past tense, maneuver through you has-beens. I'm laughing. Don't hear, ignore it. Cheese.
Back here at Fenway,
Leading
John
off
Chavi and
for
Chris
the
Singleton
Red
with you.
Sox.
And leading off
Right
the bottom of the
fielder,
4th, William
William
Abreu.
Abreu.
And that's
Ball, that's out.
outside.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
And the 1-0.
Hey.
That one
Nope.
missed. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. That one hops against the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Rafael Devers up next for the Red Sox. That's in there, 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Runner at second, nobody out. That one misses, and the count is 1-1. This one in the dirt. That
Ball
one
three.
misses, And that's ball 3.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And that's in for a strike. Counts full, 3-2.
Counts full.
No outs. Runner on second. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. Back here at Fenway Park, ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. The shortstop takes the ball. There's a strike. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Reaching down, makes the catch.
Now batting, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 2. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. That one missing inside. Vladdy with another scorching run of play lately. This one in the air, right field. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall in foul ground.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
1 out, runner at second. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander.
0-1's the count.
Into center. And it drops in. Vladdy comes in to score. And it's an RBI single. It's 6-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter. But when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
So a man at first. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And that's in for a strike. Santander leads off first with 1 away. Next offering is fouled back. Next one misses, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
He goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Clement in the box now. No balls and a strike. Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike. There's the strike.
1 ball,
the Blue Jays up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. The next offering misses. 2-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Wong drops into the glove, and that is that. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Red Sox nothing.
But when it's time to roll.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Shortstop, Trevor Story.
You could encounter the greats, or you could get shipped and countered away. But you counterfeit, I countered your fits, led you astray in the worst way. Too legit, them hammer days, and we buck down. Come on, pimpin'. Eye to eye, the clapper have you twitching. With no ceiling, your thoughts held in remission. I'm so chillin'. No problem being the villain. It's that East Coast resident giving the world medicine a dose of that for long Brooklyn.
Gosman back to work. Out to center. Varsho. One down.
Now batting, catcher, Blake Sable.
And next for the Red Sox, Blake Sable. First offering misses badly for ball one.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. The Red Sox with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. Caught him looking for the K.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the second baseman, David Hamilton. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And downstairs. And that misses. And now 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That's off the inside corner. And now 3-0. Upstairs, and that is ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Wong in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Hamilton, the runner at first with 2 gone. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. And the Red Sox leave 1. Still up against a 6-0 deficit.
This is my house. I'ma show you what I'm about. Cause ain't no doubt that I'ma rise now. Like a rocket, no way you can stop it. So you should just lie there and waste the energy trying to get.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Red Sox.
and they make a change to start the
Number
6th.
57.
The new pitcher, Greg Weisser.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Catcher,
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Line to left. Durant hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Sliced hard but foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. In there. And so now 1-2. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. 2 outs, base
Now
is
batting,
empty.
the designated
Davis
hitter,
Schneider
Davis
next up for the Blue
Schneider.
Jays. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Schneider goes 5 feet 9 inches, 190 pounds, and though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
1 ball.
Not close with that one. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. On to first. Got him.
He's out.
Inning over on the strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Red Sox nothing. Bottom of the 6th. And the batter now, Roman Anthony. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Tommy Nance preparing to come on if needed. Green warming up as well. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off left side. Pitch
1
misses.
ball,
Now
2
1-2. And that's
2 balls,
downstairs
2
and
strikes.
outside. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Springer sizes this one up. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. He is struck out and he is walked. And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2. Popped up. Guerrero settles under this one. They got it for out number 2.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride
Now
up in the
batting,
zone right
the right
there. Hitter
fielder,
looked like he was
Williams.
on it, but I think that
Abreu.
velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Red Sox nothing. Welcome back as we
Leading
take a
off
look at
for
their upcoming
Toronto,
schedule.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Concentrating my balance, give life a better chance. I'm too involved in God, not television. According to his purpose, not somebody else's mission. I run away. I cannot run away. I cannot run away.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Red
back.
Sox.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
76.
Zach Kelly.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. With runners in scoring position, they come through more than 50% of the time, and you can see the damage it's created on the scoreboard.
The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, shortstop.
So digging in, Bo
Bichette.
Bichette, 1 for 3.
Ball.
This one high in the air to left center. Anthony sizing this one up, makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir
And now
Guerrero.
the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And ball 1. That's to third. Bregman to first. And Guerrero is set down. Third out. Nothing across here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Red Sox nothing. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Siggy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
And there's a ball. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit, your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Outside low, 2-2. That's inside. On the ground, right side. Oh, he gloves it. Nicely done for the out.
This defense came to play tonight. We're seeing some awesome pitching, but a huge part of this shutout so far has been the defense making great plays like that behind their pitcher. They feed off of one another, make great pitches, make great plays defensively.
And now it's Alex Bregman. That one ripped way back there. And it hits off the monster. Throws to second. And he's out, trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's down and away.
1-1.
Two down, nobody on. Out to short, Bichette. To first, and Story is out. And that is that. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Red Sox nothing.
I'm about to shake up the system. I'm about to do something different. I'm about to change up the game. They can't look away. Yeah, there's no competition. I'm about to say
now pitching for
Welcome
the Red
back,
Sox.
and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
83.
Brennan Bernardino. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Leading off for
And
the
next
Blue
for
Jays,
Toronto,
left
Anthony
fielder,
Santander.
Anthony
He's got a
Santander.
couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
That clips the corner. And misses inside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that one missing low.
2 strikes.
That's
I
down
got
and
3
in.
and 2.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
The throw to first. He made the pitcher
batting,
earn that
the center
out
fielder,
after a
Dalton
long at bat.
Varsho.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. That one's in there. Strike one.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Ernie Clement
Now batting,
next up for the
third
Blue
baseman,
Jays.
Ernie
0 for
Clement.
3 in this one. Check swing, called strike. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Two outs. Pitch is in the dirt, and the count 1 and 2. That's to third. Bregman sends it across to first, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Red Sox nothing.
We ain't talking. It's the game. And yeah, I'm bossing. If we ain't talking money, we ain't talking.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
45.
bottom of the 8th. Tommy Nance.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now it's going to be
Leading
Blake
off
Sable.
for the Red Sox, catcher Blake Sable.
That one
1-1,
missed.
no strikes.
The 1-0. Outside.
2-0.
And
That's
another
ball
ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally
Now
prepared,
batting,
knowing that if it's
second
not on the
baseman,
tee, you're going to take that pitch
David
because
Hamilton.
you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Hamilton in the box again, takes a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man
Now
on.
pitching for
Everybody's got to look.
Toronto.
Chad Green, ready or
Number
not,
57.
in the game now after
Chad
the injury.
Green.
He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Sable gets his lead at first, nobody out. And there's a ball.
2.
Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Eric Swanson getting ready to go. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
On the ground, right side, dive, and he's got it. And very nicely done for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to
Now
both
batting,
knees. Not enough
first
time to get to his
baseman,
feet,
Connor
but he threw a
Wong.
cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
And here's the first baseman, Connor Wong. There's the strike. Man at second. And that one fouled off. That misses. 1-2 to count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One out and a runner at second. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one not close. And the count is even, 2-2.
We got full count.
Got him looking. And there's 2 away.
Up next,
Roman
for the Red
Anthony.
Sox.
Up next for the Red
Center
Sox.
fielder, Roman Anthony.
Ripped to third. Throws to first. And that will end the inning. One left for the Red Sox. They still find themselves down 6-0.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Red Sox.
It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
32.
mound. Justin Wilson.
Justin.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are
Leading off
trailing
for
so
the Blue
big on the
Jays.
scoreboard.
Catcher,
Just doesn't have
Alejandro
the same
Kirk.
intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Kirk leading
0-1.
things off and takes a strike.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Line drive. And that's a fair ball.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Right fielder George Springer.
Man at first at the plate, George Springer. And that one hammered. That's back. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. George Springer leaves the yard. It's 8-0.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
And now it's going to be Davis Schneider. Calls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman Andres Jimenez.
So up next, Andres Jimenez. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty.
Ball one.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, shortstop Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. He swings and fouls one off. Wilson, a 6'2 southpaw. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, and occasionally works in a splitter.
Ball.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. In there safely. And now a man into scoring position.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish. The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it, and it cost him.
And it is 2-1. Foul ball. Jimenez, the runner at second with one away. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. I say a win.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks him. No big deal.
On the ground to third. Zips it to first. And that is that. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now an 8-0 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So back to the top of the order. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran. Outside. And that's ball one. Red Sox fans are frustrated, no question. And that is out of play. The 1-1. Now one missed.
One strike.
Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Springer there makes the catch, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Wilyer
Abreu up next for the Red Sox. And first offering is fouled off. Hoffman, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Outside low, and now it's even 1-1.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the controlled command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Just missed. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, you know, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are. Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's Rafael Devers. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. On the ground to first, Guerrero steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Put in my paces, put on my boots, I tie my laces, I scale the mountains, I sail the sea, and all I'm searching led back to me. Been someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son, I didn't marry the man without a plan. Just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun.
traitors. I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor. You bohemian haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, now give me cakers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the papers. While I'm my shots is jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you in the special papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing papers. And they'll call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, but pressure on you on your stoop. With body shots, take your body drop. I ain't got the hammer cock, the body. We talk about, we should've called the truth. Shout to all my that be waiting to make this spark thing let loose. Chill, man, chill, let's get at $1 bill. They told me, chill, let's get at $1 bill. They chill, let's get at $1 bill. They told me, chill, let's get at $1 bill.